So, anyways, I'll be going live today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I just want to bring to your attention when young people are mad, sometimes they tell too much. I'm going to let you listen to what Velvet said that Solar stopped her from finishing that Velvet said.
Jealous of what? Be insecure about what? I stand for the truth. I'm about the truth. You're not telling the whole truth. Period. That you've never done that. Ever. You don't even tell people how actually you were coerced into that you did to Natureboy to get him in jail and get him to the point that he's at right now. You didn't want to do that. You were coerced and talked to other people to do that. Babe, you a type of person.
Slow down.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Solar and Velvet's intentions for the community, Neytiri, aka Jenae, is fake, because it took Velvet to get mad to say what she said, and Solar had to stop her. Now, when Solar was mad at her a couple of months ago, he already put her on Front Street saying that she's not the brightest bulb on the tree, basically. And he felt bad for her and her kids. And what I'm saying to you is pay attention to what is being said out of Velvet's mouth. Because Velvet is not as smart as you think she is. Because for number one, what she did say incriminated her. And it also brought a lot of light to a lot of things. Sometimes people deflect when they know they did something wrong, and they try to defend something that shouldn't be defended. You use that girl's identity to get a phone. I don't know if it says Ohio, so maybe it was in Ohio or wherever. But you use that girl's allegedly identity. I'm gonna say allegedly, even though I believe, in my opinion, you use her identity to get you a wireless. I don't know if it was a watch, because people saying a watch, a cell phone, or whatever it is. Velvet is not to be trusted. And Solar, anything he says is not to be even believable, because he is in a world that is beyond the moon and the stars. He even said himself when he was with Neytiri, his own family beside hers, I can understand why her family don't want to deal with him, didn't want to deal with him. So Solar is trying to get in where he fits in. And Velvet knows that, or whatever. But for her to get herself pregnant to get back at somebody is trifling. And if you don't know what trifling is, Velvet, look at Velvet. Velvet is trifling. She got 3 babies' fathers from 3 dudes. One of them, she just found out who the baby's father is, and she allegedly saying that she's co-parenting. Y'all got to pay attention. I'm going to let you listen to what Velvet had allegedly said about Neytiri, aka Jenae. And what I heard from her mouth was, from this video, and Solar stopped her, was that she was coerced into doing what she did to Natureboy. We know Natureboy is not no innocent party, but messed up as he is, we already know why Neytiri went over there, and that was for Solar. And then when Solar ended up bouncing from carbonation and went over there with Neytiri, he had a relationship with Neytiri. Now, whether it was sincere or not, we already know it's not, because she's pregnant, he's with Velvet, and he's sitting up there throwing her name underneath the bus. Solar knows that he had her information, and he gave it to Velvet, I believe, my opinion. And I'm going to say allegedly, but I'm going to say in my opinion, he gave that information of Neytiri to Velvet because at the time he didn't probably have no money, but he also wanted to make sure that whatever Velvet needed, she had. Now, Neytiri is 8 months pregnant, baby father gone. He's with the ex-chiefess, and the ex-chiefess only wants to be with Solar because at the time when Solar and Neytiri was together, she was getting attention and Velvet wasn't. She started a channel, people was tuning in, she got boring, and she had to do a action plan. She is a baby nature boy. When people ain't paying attention to Velvet, she knows how to get people to pay attention, to get in the algorithm and all the other stuff, and that's what she did. She should have left Solar with Neytiri because Neytiri been over there about 4 or 5 times trying to get with Solar, not Nature Boy, and was not successful. And Velvet knew that, and she played on it. And nobody is looking at that picture. You gotta pay attention to the whole scenario of what's going on. Velvet has followers. We also have to remember 2 times Velvet went back to Nature Boy when she wanted him to be monogamy, and she didn't pay people their money back or whatever they paid for that little baby art or whatever she was doing, and she didn't care. She left the weight on her mother one of those times, okay? And if you listen to the video, which I'm going to do a live, she says it because she's in her feelings about her baby's father. But it seems like she's not blaming Nature Boy. She's blaming the women that were or was or are in his life right now. And she's on a rampage. And that's why I said what I said about, so what you gonna sit there and get pregnant by every single person that these women, when they leave carbonation, they deal with to get back? That ain't no way to get back at nobody. Girl, only thing you doing is playing yourself. And then if you're trying to run behind a man, you can't run behind a man with no kids, because now you got little kids. So they got you stuck. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you. Velvet got some stuff with her. And when she got mad yesterday and explained her little, deflecting, because they was deflecting, they brought it up randomly. We already know what happened. We already know that Neytiri is not lying about her identity being stolen. So anyone that believes Solar and Velvet, something wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you. You want to keep the lie going because the lie goes on and on and on and on. But the truth ceases and desists everything. So pay attention.